Group of people who have been homeless in Grants Pass, Oregon, sued when the city passed a law in 2018 which banned camping by unhoused people in that town. That case made it all the way up to the Supreme Court, where justices heard arguments today about whether that ban can be considered a cruel and unusual punishment. Nicole Skanga breaks down the case.
The nation's struggle with homelessness reached the Supreme Court Monday for arguments about whether a ban on people sleeping in Grants Pass, Oregon's public parks is constitutional.
What will the city do if you don't prevail here?
The city's hands will be tied. It will be forced to surrender its public spaces as it has been.
The law fines people nearly $300 for sleeping outside when shelter beds are available. Repeat offenders can be sent to jail for 30 days. Lawyers for the city argued the law is compassionate. The High Court's conservative justices seemed open to those claims.
How does this law help deal with the complicated policy issues?
One of the most difficult challenges is getting people the help that they need, and laws like this allow cities to intervene.
The court's liberal justices questioned whether the law criminalizes homelessness.
What you do is say only homeless people who sleep outdoors will be arrested. That's the testimony of your chief of police.
There's nothing in the law that criminalizes homelessness.
That's what you say, but if I look at the record and see differently, it's a different argument.
The appeals court struck down the measure, saying it violated the 8th Amendment because it punishes people for something they don't have control over. Monday, justices weighed whether homelessness is someone's status or their conduct.
A number of us, I think, are having difficulty with the distinction between status and conduct.
Violating this ordinance means you're homeless. So again, homelessness is not something you can that you do. It's just something that you are.
A ruling is expected by the end of June. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
And a number of mayors, both liberal and conservative ones from across the country, submitted briefs in support of that Grants Pass case. Meanwhile, homeless rights advocates protested outside of the courthouse during those arguments.
President Biden